Under the relentless Egyptian sun, Hebrew slaves labor, their bodies slick with sweat as they build towering monuments. Each swing of the hammer and placement of stone is a testament to their forced servitude and the despair etched deep into their eyes. Egyptian overseers patrol with cruel authority, their crisp white linen a stark contrast to the slaves' ragged attire. The crack of whips echoes through the construction site, punctuating the overseers' harsh commands. Each slash drives deeper not only into their flesh, but also into their spirits under the oppressive heat. In the dimly lit Hebrew home, a mother, Jochebed, tenderly cradles her newborn son Moses. Her eyes, wide with a mother's love, betray a deep-seated fear. The chilling decree of Pharaoh echoes in her mind, every Hebrew baby boy condemned. Her gaze hardens with resolve, a desperate plan beginning to take shape. The instinct to protect, to preserve, burns fiercely within her. A mother's love against a king's command, a silent promise to defy fate. With tender care, Jochebed gently places Moses in a woven basket, a vessel of hope amidst despair. Her fingers linger, a silent farewell etched in every touch as she prepares to release him to the mercy of the Nile. The basket drifts onto the water's surface, a tiny ark embarking on a perilous journey with the current. A mother's heart aches as Jochebed watches, her gaze following the fragile vessel as it floats away. Tears blur her vision, each drop a testament to her sacrifice. As she entrusts her son to an uncertain fate on the river, reeds sway gently as the Nile whispers against the bank, where Pharaoh's daughter discovers a hidden basket nestled amongst the vegetation. Her eyes widen with surprise and curiosity as she peers into the basket's depths. Compassion floods her face as she gazes upon the basket's contents, a profound tenderness taking root. A monumental decision dawns upon her, her expression hardening with resolve and purpose. Years have passed. Moses, now a strong man, stands adorned in the opulent garb of an Egyptian prince. The palace gleams with lavish decorations, gold shimmering in the light. Vibrant murals depicting scenes of power and glory. Yet, beneath the surface of luxury, a palpable sense of unease pervades the air. Despite the privilege and grandeur, a profound disconnection haunts Moses' expression. His eyes reflect a growing awareness, a silent question hanging heavy in the richly decorated halls. The gilded cage of royalty cannot conceal the inner turmoil brewing within him. Under the relentless sun, a sprawling construction site buzzes with activity, a stark symbol of labor and oppression. Moses, a figure of strength, witnesses a brutal act, an Egyptian overseer's whip slashing across the back of a Hebrew slave. The slave's cry pierces the air, a sound of agony that ignites a firestorm of rage within Moses. Driven by fury, Moses explodes into action, a force of righteous anger hurtling towards the scene of injustice. A fierce struggle erupts, a whirlwind of desperate movements against the backdrop of endless toil. In a climactic moment, Moses overpowers the overseer, silencing the whip and ending the reign of terror with a final, decisive act. Beneath the relentless desert sun, Moses, haunted by Pharaoh's wrath, begins his exile. He casts a final, sorrowful glance towards the distant land of Egypt, now forbidden to him. The vast, unforgiving wilderness stretches before him, a silent testament to his solitude. Clutching a simple shepherd's crook, Moses embraces his new, humble existence. Days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, as he guides his flock across the barren landscape. The weight of his past slowly fades, replaced by the quiet rhythm of the desert and the bleating of his sheep. Against the canvas of the night sky, Mount Horeb stands silhouetted, its peaks piercing the darkness, while stars glitter like scattered diamonds. At the mountain's base, a bush erupts in flames, an unnatural fire dancing wildly without consuming its leaves. A voice echoes through the stillness. "Moses, Moses." Moses responds, his voice filled with trepidation. "Here I am." The divine voice booms, commanding reverence. "Do not come any closer. I am the God of your father. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people the Israelites out of Egypt." Bathed in the golden light of the Pharaoh's throne room, Moses and Aaron stand as figures of defiance. Sunlight flares across the towering pillars, framing the opulent display of power. Pharaoh, a vision of gold and arrogance, surveys them from his throne. Moses' voice cuts through the grandeur. "Pharaoh, we come before you in the name of the God of Israel. He commands you to let his people go." Pharaoh's eyes glint with disdain, his reply echoing with absolute authority. "Who is this God of Israel that I should obey him? I do not know him, and I will not let Israel go." "Your God is powerless," Pharaoh declares, dismissing them with a wave of his hand. Under the blazing Egyptian sun, the Nile writhes, its life-giving waters transformed into a horrifying crimson tide. Lifeless fish bob grotesquely on the surface, a grim testament to the river's poisoned state. The once vibrant waters thicken, becoming undrinkable, a symbol of despair for a parched land. Egyptians recoil in terror, their faces etched with disbelief as they confront the horrifying transformation of their sacred river. Under the scorching Egyptian sun, a plague descends as swarms of frogs surge across the horizon, a living carpet engulfing the land. The slick, amphibian bodies coat every surface, their presence an inescapable nightmare for the people of Egypt. The frogs infiltrate homes, an unstoppable tide flowing through doorways and windows, bringing chaos within. Tables and chairs vanish beneath a sea of green, the mundane objects of daily life now part of the infestation. Walls become living tapestries of writhing forms, each movement a testament to the unbearable conditions. The air vibrates with a deafening chorus of croaks, an auditory assault that amplifies the visual horror, suffocating the land. Under the relentless Egyptian sun, swarms of gnats darken the sky, a prelude to devastation. Relentless flies descend upon the land, a buzzing, biting torment that heralds further suffering. A wave of pestilence sweeps through livestock, their cries of agony echoing across the barren landscape. Painful boils erupt on the skin of the populace, a mark of divine wrath etched onto their bodies. An unnatural darkness descends, suffocating the last vestiges of hope under its oppressive weight. Flickering candlelight casts long, dancing shadows across the ancient walls, painting a grim tableau of dread. An oppressive silence fills the Egyptian home, a prelude to the horror about to unfold. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream shatters the stillness, tearing through the night like a jagged blade. Wailing erupts, an anguished chorus echoing through the darkened streets, signaling the arrival of death. The angel of death claims its victims, leaving a trail of despair and sorrow in its wake. Grief permeates every corner of the land, a palpable blanket of despair, suffocating all hope. Flickering torchlight dances across the hieroglyphic-covered walls of the vast throne room, casting the scene in dramatic shadows. Pharaoh sits heavily on his throne, his face a mask of grief and exhaustion, his red-rimmed eyes fixed wearily ahead. Moses stands before him, his expression a mixture of pity and unwavering resolve as he faces the broken ruler. Pharaoh's voice cracks with defeat as he commands, "Leave, Moses. Take your people and go, now, before I lose everything." Under the relentless desert sun, Moses guides the Israelites, their figures small against the immensity of the landscape. A sea of faces, weathered and determined, stretches into the horizon, reflecting hope and trepidation. Animals groan under heavy loads, their silhouettes stark against the shimmering heat haze. Possessions piled high on carts and backs, a testament to a life left behind and a future uncertain. The endless expanse of sand mirrors the vastness of their journey, a testament to faith and resilience in the face of daunting odds. Inside the opulent throne room, Pharaoh's heart hardens, his resolve solidifying like the desert stone. A determined glint sparks in his eyes, reflecting the burning desire for vengeance. He summons his army, the call to arms echoing through the vast chamber, stirring the soldiers' hearts. Pharaoh sets out to pursue the Israelites, his chariot wheels carving a path of fury through the land. Under the relentless sun, the Red Sea stretches out, its surface shimmering like a mirage of hope. The Israelites stumble onto the shore, their faces a canvas of exhaustion and fleeting hope. A cloud of dust erupts on the horizon, rapidly growing, swallowing their fragile hope. Pharaoh's army surges forward, a relentless tide of chariots and soldiers. The Israelites are trapped. The sea, a barrier. The army, an inescapable doom. Panic ignites, their terrified cries echoing across the barren landscape. On the shores of the Red Sea, Moses stands resolute, his face a mask of determination amidst the growing fear of the anxious crowd. With unwavering faith, he raises his staff towards the heavens, a beacon of hope against the backdrop of crashing waves and impending doom. His voice rings out, a command and a promise intertwined. Stand still, the Lord will fight for you. The staff pierces the sky, a symbol of divine intervention as the fate of a people hangs in the balance. Under the cloak of night, a powerful east wind rises over the Red Sea, its unseen force shaping the landscape. The relentless wind pushes against the water, an invisible hand commanding the sea to recede. Inch by inch, the sea yields, pulled back by the wind's unwavering strength. A wide path of dry ground emerges from the depths, glistening faintly under the starlight. Where moments before, waves crashed and surged, now stretches an expanse of newly revealed earth. The exposed seabed, usually hidden from sight, now lies bare beneath the vast, indifferent sky. Under the cloak of night, a towering pillar of fire pierces the darkness, guiding the Israelites forward. Before them, the Red Sea parts, revealing a path of exposed seafloor, a testament to divine will. To their left and right, colossal walls of water rise, forming liquid cliffs that defy the natural order. The Israelites, a multitude on the move, find themselves embraced by this miraculous passage. Each step forward is a step into the impossible, surrounded by the awesome power of the divine. Under the cloak of night, Pharaoh's army surges towards the Red Sea, a tide of arrogance and impending doom. Chariots thunder into the water, their wheels churning the depths into a frenzy of foam and shadow. Each splash echoes with the hubris of men daring to challenge the divine. Dark waves rise and crash, mirroring the turmoil of their relentless pursuit. Unbeknownst to them, the sea awaits, ready to become their watery grave. The last of the Israelites stumble onto the shore, their silhouettes stark against the rising sunday. Moses raises his staff high, a figure of divine authority against the dawning sky. With a deafening roar, the towering walls of water begin to collapse, a cataclysmic torrent unleashed. The Red Sea returns to its natural state, the thunderous echoes of its power reverberating across the horizon. Dawn breaks over the Red Sea, painting the sky with vibrant hues as the churning waters begin to settle. Horses and chariots, the broken remnants of Egypt's once mighty army, are dragged down into the abyss. The depths of the sea claim the last vestiges of a defeated empire. Across the calmed waters, the Israelites stand as silhouettes against the rising sun, their forms stark against the radiant sky. A collective expression of awe and disbelief etches itself upon their faces. They stand on the shore, delivered from the brink, as the sun ascends, marking a new beginning. On the distant shores of the Red Sea, a multitude of Israelites erupts in joyous celebration. Their voices rise in a powerful chorus of song, echoing across the serene waters. Bare feet pound the sand as they dance with unrestrained elation. Faces are lifted towards the heavens, alight with thankfulness and awe. The air is filled with the vibrant energy of deliverance, a tangible sense of freedom. Their collective praise reverberates, a testament to the miraculous salvation they have witnessed. Under the blazing desert sun, Moses guides the Israelites forward, a beacon of hope leading them toward the promised land. Their weary feet tread upon the sands, each step fueled by dreams of a new beginning. Faces etched with hardship now shine with renewed faith and unwavering resolve. The vast expanse of the desert stretches before them, an endless canvas painted with anticipation. With every sunrise, their spirits soar, lifted by the promise of deliverance and freedom. In their hearts, gratitude blossoms, a silent hymn echoing through the arid landscape as they march toward destiny.